Hi guys, Creator here from Solice. Let's talk about one of the key things that has kept me sober and sane throughout these years is vigorous honesty. I had to do exactly the opposite of what I did before. I was nothing but honest before. So nowadays, I try to be, and I live my life in vigorous honesty. I have to. I remember, like, in the beginning of my sobriety, like, I didn't really understand vigorous honesty because I'd never been honest. Like, not since I was an infant probably. But vigorous honesty is two things to me. It is, you don't exaggerate and you don't hold back. You say things as they are, exactly as they are. And in the beginning, I didn't do that because I didn't know how to. I honestly didn't know how to. And I remember there was a conversation that I had, what threw me into this. It's a conversation that I had with a friend, and he was telling me that he was sober too, and he was telling me how proud he was that he had never laid hand on a woman. And I told him, well, I was really proud too, never done that. But then I started thinking, I mistreated a lot of women, emotional abuse. And if you would ask me, would you rather, get one time punched in the face or twice, or somebody abusing you verbally, or mentally for weeks, months, or years? Of course you would rather just get punched. So that was a big realization for me. I wasn't better than anybody else. I was just different. My abuse on other people was just as bad, if not worse, in many cases. I was very proud that I didn't beat up a lot of people, and I was very proud that, especially women, blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. I was no better, absolutely no better. And I remember, likewise, I was talking to a guy that, he was talking about, while in active addiction, some girl accused him of rape. And I remember, I've never raped a woman. Or have I? So many times I have no clue what the fuck I was doing. So many times. I remember having sex with a woman in a filthy, druggy party, happens, unfortunately. And, in the middle of it, you look her in the eyes and you really see that she doesn't want to be there. So you stop and you quit. But how many times did I not see it? How many times when you're in this sick environment, how many times were you trespassing, stepping over a line with other persons, without even knowing it? How many times were you so full of yourself that you didn't realize that you were destroying people, you were damaging people? I know I did. I did. And what I mean is, when I say vigorous honesty, I mean vigorous honesty. You can imagine how difficult it is to own up to all the shit that I've done. I have done some horrid things, but it is crucial for me to own up to them and be open about it. Because if I start justifying it, just like the conversation that I told you about before with a friend of mine that was so proud of himself, never laying a hand on a woman. I was too. I was very proud of myself that I've never hit a woman. And I'm not saying that I shouldn't be, I'm just saying I was no better. Mental abuse, lying, cheating, displaying a completely different human being than I actually was. Is that any better? No, it's not. It's just a different kind of abuse. And nowadays, when people ask me questions, I so often I take it into every aspect of my life. They ask me a question, they get the answer, and I tell the truth. Sometimes people are shocked. But what I found out is most people respect it. Most people respect that you're just open and honest about everything. If you ask me a question nowadays, you have to be ready to get my honest opinion, because I won't lie. And like not too long time ago, a friend of mine came to me and asked me to train him at the gym, for example. And I asked him one of the first questions, like, what are you eating? You know, what are you eating? How's your diet? And he told me he eats salad and he eats this and that, and you know, everything he talked about was very healthy. So I just asked him, why the hell are you fat then? And you know, it came as a shock to him. What came out, like, he just started changing his diet a week ago. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, even if you, like, it can shock people. I would rather be that way than deviate from the truth. And I know I take it to, you know, the whole 9 yards, but I would rather do that and live a vigorous, honest lifestyle and vigorous, honest life than going back to being the lying son of a bitch I was. Because that hurts everybody around me, me included. Being honest, you know, shocks people from time to time, but that's it. It's way better. But if you really reflect on your life and you ask yourself honestly, like, and you give yourself an honest answer about everything, you have a decent chance of becoming a really decent human being, a good human being, because we lie to ourselves and we lie to others. We justify the things we do and why we do them, and you know, I used to do that all the time. Now I realize most of the disgusting things I did were because I was a disgusting human being. That's the fact. Like, I've dealt with a lot of people, a lot of addicts, a lot of alcoholics that, you know, they are not disgusting human beings. They didn't do the same things as I did. You know, most people that come to me for help, they haven't done all the shitty things I did. I was just not a decent human being. So there is nothing that says that being an alcoholic or an addict makes you disgusting. No, I was. My morals were very low. So I had a lot of building to do and a lot of work to do to get to where I am today. But likewise, it puts me in a good position of being able to help other people then. There is nothing that you can come to me and talk about that I haven't either dealt with myself or helped other people deal with. So don't be afraid to come seek help from us. We've seen it all before. Thank you.